Hi, hey, I have a really cool book to share with you. It's called Mermaid and Me. And of course, I saw the word mermaid and thought, ooh, I've got to check this book out. And I really love the illustrations. I like that the mermaid has a little bit of a unique look, and the illustrations are done with watercolor, which I love to paint with. So it just kind of seemed like a good book for me to pick up and try. And I did, of course, choose it at the public library. And it's called Mermaid and Me, written and illustrated by Swoosh. And these illustrations, I know the words are backwards for you, but you can still see the illustrations. And I hope you enjoy this. This is me, the girl wearing a mermaid tail in an old class photo. I really loved mermaids. I was not a popular girl. My classmates didn't believe in mermaids. They would laugh, call me names, and never ask me to play games. Sometimes, when I felt lonely, I would imagine I saw a mermaid in the water. She seemed so real, but it was only the sunlight playing on the waves. One day, I was looking at the sea when I saw the top of a head, blue eyes, and a button nose emerge from the water. And then our eyes met. You are a mermaid, I exclaimed in delight. The mermaid shook her head. No, I am a girl, an underwater girl. She paused. You know, like how mermaid. I just made a mistake. Let me fix that. You know, I like how mermaid sounds. You can call me mermaid. And who are you? I'm a girl too, I said, an above ground girl. Look at her super cute tail. We became friends and would spend our time together, learning about each other and having many adventures. Mermaid invited me to follow her to the bottom of the sea to look for beautiful shells. I shook my head and said, I wish I could, but I can't swim. She smiled, splashed with her palms, and said, But you will, we will. And when we swam together, she held me gently and promised to never let go. Once Mermaid and I found a turtle caught in a piece of plastic and helped to set it free. When our work was done, we watched the turtle disappear into the waves. Mermaid was learning so much about my way of life, like how it felt to ride a bicycle with the wind blowing through my hair. I have never ridden a bicycle. I don't think I ever will, said Mermaid as she looked at her tail. You know, because she doesn't have legs to do the pedals, I'm thinking is why she was thinking that. I jumped up and clapped my hands. But you will. We will. She got her thinking brain together and came up with a solution, didn't she? I told my friend that one of my favorite things to do was have a tea party. Mermaid sighed and said, I wish I could go. I've never been to a tea party. I smiled. But you will, we will. That day we had one of the best tea parties in between our two worlds. See how the water is? And they have the table partway in the water and partly above. It's kind of neat. Sometimes we spotted a fisherman. When he wasn't looking, we would dive in and place an old shoe on his hook. The fisherman scratched his head as he fished out one boot after another. We would hide behind a rock and giggle. Oh, I guess I need to move it so you can see his face. And on hot summer days, we would sit quietly dreaming our own dreams together. See, she's trying on her shoes. And she's trying on seaweed. One night, there was a big storm. It had brought all kinds of garbage to the surface. I couldn't wait till the morning to see if my friend was safe. I looked and called out for Mermaid everywhere. Finally, I spotted her. Uh-oh. I tried to untangle Mermaid, but this net was too strong. I needed help and saw a few of my classmates on the beach. I know you don't believe me, and you think mermaids are fairy tales, but please believe me this once, I cried. There is a mermaid caught in a net, and she needs our help. My classmates were silent for a moment. Then they turned to me and said, "Show us the way." You see her face. That illustration is so powerful to me. It helps me imagine how she must be feeling. Scared and sad and, maybe even feeling helpless. Oh, I like this page. It says, "Together, we managed to set the mermaid free." "Thank you, my friends, for saving me," said Mermaid. "But I must leave. It's not safe for me here." "Will I ever see you again?" I asked, wiping my tears. "Yes, you will. We will see each other again." And from that day on, my classmates and I picked up any garbage we found on the shore so that Mermaid could return someday. I grew up and had a family, and all that time I hoped to see Mermaid again, until one day I did. See how they have their own babies? And then there's an author's note in the back. And it says, "When I decided to participate in an annual Mermaid challenge on Instagram in May 2018, I didn't know if the series of illustrations about Mermaid and the little girl would ever become a book. I wanted to tell a story of two different beings who, when you look closer, proved to be so much alike. I wanted to show their story through the eyes of a child because in our world, adults often get distracted by shapes and colors and other external qualities. And here come children. They help us look past those differences and right into the core of it all. And in that core, everyone and everything is the same. Love is the only true quality of us all." So the more I drew and shared, the more feedback and letters I received from people asking to turn the drawings into a picture book. This book became possible not only because of the work of all those amazing people who helped to shape these illustrations into a book, but also because of you. People who carry kindness in their hearts and childhood memories in their souls. Thank you, Sush. So that is a pretty special book, Mermaid and Me. I hope you enjoyed it.